Apparently they're already in the rolls.
Yeah, looks like they're rolling already.
There's no way
They
Anthony
rolled
rolled
5 and 1. 5 and
No
1,
way Anthony...
what the hell?
Bro.
Hell no.
There's no way Anthony just rolled a 1. Oh my god.
Yeah, banning Ellen. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's insane.
And then Silicosis is probably banning like... probably like Cortex Charger or something like that.
Oh wait, they can hear us.
Oh, they can. No. Wait, they can now?
Yeah. Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back to Solo Score Rush. Hope you're all having an amazing Saturday. We are back continuing on this round of 32 weekend with a pretty good match here. We got Silicosis, a one of the most well-known Filipino players, one of the most well-known players overall, against antony88fayah, which is a pretty strong Italian player, one of the more well-known Italian players as well. Two Titans gonna battle it off in the round of 32. As always, I am Arasani commentating this match, and joining me is gonna be none other than Mashed Potato. How's it going, Mashed Potato?
It's going good. I would like to point out that both of these players were, actually Silicosis this year got drafted into the Philippines MWC team, and Antony actually was an NWC player of last year as well. So both of these players have very high caliber. So despite what the seeding is showing, actually, I think this could be quite a close match, actually.
Yeah, and I mean, you definitely pick up a good point there. This is actually Silicosis' first year in Mania World Cup, and honestly, lots of potential for this guy. And I mean, like you mentioned, Antony as well played last year. I'm pretty sure has also shown very strong performances in other tourneys, such as Horatium's MKCC, I believe. I think they captained the second place finishing team.
And I do remember both Antony and Silicosis participated in previous iterations of 4DM as well. So that's also both these players have tournament experience, and I think this is actually Silicosis' first pick, hybrid one, crash landing rendezvous. So this is kind of your traditional hybrid picks, very standard rise and long node patterns. Antony did actually pick up a break just now, so down to 99.5, still within a couple of misses of Silicosis. So it is not yet sure that Silicosis will get this point.
Yeah, this is the first pick of the match. Antony going for the LN1 ban, while Silicosis banned Rise 4, and like you mentioned, jumping into your standard hybrid 1 pick here. Off of Silicosis' pick, they have been keeping very consistent on this chart. I mean, there's nothing really much substance outside of just regular shields here and there, some Rice bursts. Antony, even despite picking up that miss, like you pointed out, still pulling up an insane score, almost 99.4. Managing to keep that score lead to around 12k and less. But I mean, just Silicosis has been so consistent on this pick. I feel like if they continue the pace that they're currently at, they could probably take an early first point with a marginable, or not first point, take a marginable lead and score here. Not by much though, it's probably going to be by 14k, but still, better than nothing here. And you have to capitalize every point in this match. And as the map comes to a conclusion, it's going to be this jump stream. Silicosis going to take the first point here.
Yeah, I would like to say that it is Silicosis' first pick, actually, and that's a 14k difference. I think it's quite a big lead, but it's nothing like it's one-sided. This is still just the first pick after, and there's a lot of chance for Antony to come back, and I'm sure he's going to pick one of the Rice pick. I'm thinking maybe Rice 5 straight off the bat, pick something out of, since you're a bit of an underdog, you want to pick something that may lead the opponent to be quite confused. So maybe Rice 5.
Yeah, and Antony, I forgot to get good. Okay.
There you go. There's the Rice 5. Yeah, it's going to be Cortex Charger. I think this is more of a wildcard Rice pick, if I remember correctly. It's gonna be a bit of a mini jack.
This is like it's kind of like mixed Rice, I'd call it. Lots of broken jump stream, lots of nasty bursts that kind of fill in here and there. Pretty uncomfortable to hit, especially. I mean, it is Cortex Charger. This is 270 BPM, fast. Some fast jump stream here and there, broken up sometimes with some mini jacks, some bursty sections, but just pretty much everything on the table here. And this is going to be Antony's pick. So maybe going to try jump into that more dense rest range. Maybe try to capitalize off of just the sheer physicality of the picks. Jumping for probably one of the densest picks we have in the pool and fastest as well.
Yeah, at 270, this is quite unforgiving. And at round of 16 as well, this is already really difficult. So from the future on the stage, you might see even harder picks. At the start, you can see some really fast bursts right now. Everyone's still holding quite well. Silicosis does have the accuracy advantage, as expected. He is, has more of an accuracy edge towards Antony, but the lead is incredibly small right now. So a couple of misses, a couple of act drop could be the undoing for Silicosis.
Our client got sent to the Shadow Realm. We'll be back in a bit with that, but thankfully the gameplay's still here. Yes, Silicosis is just ahead by sheer ratio right now. Also could maybe be a couple 200s being dropped as well on the side of Antony. 99.65, but that lead will bleed by roughly 2k points on the side of Silicosis. Still, very, very minor lead. It can fluctuate at any moment, really, if Silicosis dares to drop, I think, just a 100 or a 50. But Antony gonna find a couple 200s here, transitioning out into this broken up jump stream section. Gonna up the lead now to 5,000 points. Still not much, but still, it's still a lead.
Yeah, indeed. But I would say, like, the fact that Antony's still keeping the full combo together is quite amazing to have right now, considering that this is an incredibly difficult pick. It's just that your opponent is Silicosis. You need to do a lot more than just holding full combo right now, because Silicosis, he's not letting go. I think he's still holding a 19, like a potentially a V1 double S right now, 99.87. He's trying to run away with this match.
Yeah, Silicosis, I mean, definitely putting up a very strong performance here. It's just, you cannot slouch at all in this pick. You cannot relax one bit. You need to pretty much, because it's an all-time Antony gonna pick up the first break on that burst, and I don't think there could be any worse place to find a miss, but near the tail end of the map, there's only one final jump stream, and here it is, Silicosis just gonna run away with this lead. 18,000 points and 995. I think that's a V1 double S. Only one.
No, he got a 200.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
and Silicosis.
That's just unfortunate. Amazing score from Silicosis. That was a bigger score lead compared to the previous pick as well. I think this might have been a bit of a bad performance from Antony, considering this is his first pick. So this is a bit of a disaster of a start. But there's still a lot more maps to pick, and it is now continued to be Antony's pick, so he can still bounce back with another potential Rice pick. Maybe looking at something not so traditional, maybe potentially looking at Rice 1. Of course, it's a speed map, but I'm guessing Rice 2, Rice 3 is going to be more of a jump stream stamina pick.
Yeah, potentially could see Snow Drive, but we're actually gonna see Hybrid 3. We're gonna jump straight into Slaughter. Interesting. I mean, a bit interesting seeing how Silicosis went for Hybrid 1, and that was taken for them. But maybe Antony knows something that we don't. Maybe they feel more comfortable on Slaughter.
Yeah, I think this is more of an abrasive hybrid, isn't it? With like lots of releases, if I remember correctly. Mapped by Aner. I think this is going to be more of a release-based hybrid, so not really Ellen focus or Rice focus. It's just there's going to be a lot of flams and a lot of focus on releases and reading the weird polyrhythms.
Yeah, I mean, Slaughter, very, I guess, very interesting song. I've seen lots of maps of this, and every single one has been very abrasive with those nasty releases coming in, some pretty nasty bursts, pretty much everything being thrown at you, especially in that hybrid department. So
yeah, I've seen the Gekido version, the Ellen Master version, and that one's really difficult. So I'm guessing this is no easy map to pick. So yeah, you might be right. Antony may have something up in his secret pocket pick right now. You can see the abrasive LN patterning coming straight away already. And this is just the comp part as well. We're diving in anywhere into the difficult territory.
Yeah, and I mean, Antony's LN could potentially match up with the likings of Silicosis here. And I mean, going for that more release-based picks, maybe just going to try to capitalize and see, can I outact Silicosis on more release-based picks? But, ooh, Antony going to pick up an early 200. And, I mean, only 1-200, you can see that lead barely fluctuated. But still, trying to match Silicosis on release, I haven't seen any judgment outside of just 300s on their side right now. And this map, not very long either, only just short of 2.5 minutes. So you don't really have a lot of room for error here. And we're not even in the first drop yet, as we see more of these prominent flams and graces coming in before we head into the drop. Here we go.
Everyone's hitting the build up to the Ki section right here. And here we go, the abrasive LNs. The weird flaps, the polyrhythm patterning, the finger control. It's all in here in one nasty package and everyone's still hitting it. Silicosis dropped down to below 99.8 but still holding that cool full combo right there. Antony's still holding the full combo, but he's dropping so many 200. And I saw a 100 there as well. He is not doing as well as Silicosis, still holding a full combo, keeping the score lead close, which is all you can ask for Antony right now. As long as the score lead is close, there's still a chance for comeback.
Yeah, and some of these like weird timings, I believe those 1/3 inner columns, I think Antony and Silicosis might have gotten caught up on that, but if they're trading back these 200s, no harm, no foul. And even despite both sides full comboing that entire section, it's just that Antony took the accuracy hit. They are in that low 99 range, while Silicosis in the 99.6 caliber, about almost a 15,000 point difference. And Silicosis yet to go above 50k points, and we are 3 picks in. Ladies and gentlemen, even though Silicosis has won every single pick so far, 3 in a row, hasn't went over 50k. Antony has basically been on Silicosis' tail this entire match. And look at that ratio. It's almost 23-300 difference.
Yeah, Antony, I think he knows what he's picking into, considering that he did pick this, and the ratio shows that he definitely knows a thing or two about LN releases. It's just that those flams definitely have got a bit of bad judgment there. But you're right about the score being close. Yeah, none of these points has been a complete sweep. It's still very close, within 15k, 16k. This is like the main difference between this tournament and other tournaments, where if you're looking at standard Mania World Cup or just other Mania tournaments, Silicosis would have been leading 3-0, and in this best of 6, best of 7 format, Silicosis would be 1 point away from winning already. But in this format, it is not safe for Silicosis yet. He has to perform exceptionally at this level every single map, or else Antony can just get his score lead back.
Yeah, and Silicosis is gonna opt for Hybrid 2, gonna go for Ego Trip here. I would like to shout out your S on AutoTheist. Alright.
My SS.
Or Theist. Okay.
Let's
shout out. Congratulate to Silicosis. A shout out to Silicosis for that.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
Yes. Golf clap for Silicosis, guys.
Yes, golf clap. And in addition, I would like to say that there is also another match happening in conjunction with this in our B stream. It is actually the match between Trooper against Lasinoki, commentated by Epicman2 and Poby. So if you're interested in seeing how the losers bracket are doing as well, which can have very close matchup right now, I think the score lead actually is 0 to 8,000, so an 8,000 point lead only to Lasinoki. So it is really close right now. So potentially maybe a tiebreaker right there. So do head there if you're interested. But now we're going to our 4th pick, Ego Trip, picked by Silicosis.
Yeah, Silicosis is gonna stay in that hybrid range. Gonna pick for actually the last hybrid we have for you for this pool. And gonna jump for Ego Trip, one of the more denser hybrids we have in this pool. And also probably one of the shortest picks we have. I mean, they've all been roughly 2 minutes or so, but this one, just 2 minutes, 16 seconds. And I think with what Silicosis might be going for, pick those short and sweet, dense picks, try to catch up Antony on stuff like this, and maybe try to just run away with the most, with the biggest lead possible. And I mean, this map, you can see lots of these flams with these LNs mixed in with some of these more technical bursts in between. And I mean, Antony's accuracy taking a bit of a hit here on these Rice components, but Silicosis in the driver's seat as always here, basically. High 99.7 for them currently.
I think it's a good idea to pick shorter maps if you're confident on those skill set, just because if your opponent is not comfortable with this skill set, a 200 or miss can cause the score to drop so much more compared to like a longer map.
Yeah, and right now, Silicosis is having a 10k lead here as heading into the back half of this chart. I mean, it's still, I would say, anybody's game, really, as there is still room for opportunity, but I think if Antony wants a shot at trying to climb back or minimize as much bleeding, there needs to be a break coming from Silicosis' end, as these two have been so consistent on picks like this. It's pretty much a rare occurrence you see breaks, but Antony dropping a couple 200s here, not gonna help. That's just gonna increase the lead for Silicosis. 15,000 in their favor now. And there's the break!
No. Yeah, and now the score lead is going to balloon to the biggest score lead we have seen so far. It's approaching 25,000 points, and Silicosis once again gets a score above 990k. That is his second 990k of this match so far, really showing his dominance as the top seed of this tournament. With a free 200. Yeah, with a free 200, absolutely gapping Antony on this one. The biggest lead we have seen so far. And now we're going back to the picks and ban phase, if I remember correctly, with Silicosis having the privilege to pick first. Oh, sorry, to ban first.
Yeah, we are going to head back into the bans here. But I think Silicosis is probably gonna take out some more Rice picks here. I could definitely see maybe Exile being a choice. They knocked out Rice 4, and Antony probably gonna take out one of the LNs.
Probably LN3 gonna be taken out, and probably something along the line of Rice 1. I'm gonna guess Rice 1 and LN3 is going to be taken out.
Yeah, I think you might be right here, and Antony kind of jumping the gun here.
Not yet, not time to pick yet, Antony.
No, hold your horses. We got to get the bans in.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so far though, I would like to say Antony has been performing quite well as well for his C38. Like, his score has been very consistently in the 970, 980k. So even if in this matchup Silicosis has been performing really well, I think Antony can still be a really strong play within the losers bracket, considering we have seen hybrids and Rice so far, and yet there's no like clear sign of weakness on Antony. You can't just go in and pick a pocket pick and think that you can beat him by like 20 or 30,000. He's going to get consistently 970k, and I think in this tournament format it is extremely important that you have a well-rounded skill set.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just that Silicosis just being the better build overall, but I think Ref actually disappeared. And also to answer your question earlier, Silicosis, I am ready for World 0 in Rex. But while we wait for that, I just want to point something out. In Lassie and Trooper's match, 3 picks in. Okay, well now the 4th pick just wrapped up, but earlier They were 3 picks in, and Lassie was only ahead by 9K.
Wow. Wow. So what's the current score
But
now?
now it's now 26.1K in favor of Lassie. They're actually heading into their ban phase right now. There's their second ban.
So similar to this match then.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll be seeing. Okay, so we're still waiting for bans, but looks like potentially. What? So they're rolling the bans. So Silicosis. Wait, what?
Huh? Okay, looks like
Yoki.
Silicosis gonna ban Rice 3. Makes sense.
Makes sense. Definitely one of the. It's definitely has to be a Rice pick. You really want to limit Antony's effort on Rice, and I'm guessing Antony's gonna ban LN3. I think LN2 is one of those maps that Rice players can still play really well on.
Yeah, I feel like Antony would probably want to either. Yeah, it only makes sense. They're probably gonna knock out either Fiesta or Zeke invent or either LN2 or LN3.
Please ban LN3. Why?
Oh no, we're gonna see the LN2 ban.
Oh, I want some Dario core, man.
Me too. But unfortunately, it's unfair.
LN2 being banned. No.
Wait, what?
It's LN2 streamer, just letting you know.
I think, yeah, streamer, it's LN2, not LN3.
Damn, no Dario core. That is so sad.
Rest in peace.
How could you? How could you, Antony?
We need more Dario core in this pool, guys.
I know, right? It's so underrated. Please, where's the Dario? We need at least one Dario core in each pool.
Yes, I honestly agree with that. We need at lot. Can we make this a new rule for your map poolers?
At least one Dario core and potentially add a fan favorite pick as well in each map pool. Potentially something like Galaxy Collapse DT as Antony suggested there. I think that's quite a fair pick. I get behind that. Yeah. So now it's going to be Antony's pick, and this will be his last pick of this match. And he has 2 picks. Which is better than, I would say, Silicosis, where there's only 1 pick for him to choose from. So Antony can pick either Exile or Snowdrive. I would say Snowdrive would be quite a banger song to choose.
Yeah, and right now it is Antony's turn to pick. So it could pick those last 2 remaining Rice picks. Go for Exile and Snowdrive. I feel like Exile would be the pick to go though, because Snowdrive is quite dense and also has very tricky trills and some 3-note and 5-note anchors that are just like sprinkled around here and there. Not the most comfortable map in the world. So
if you want big swings, you gotta pick hard picks that are dense, that are like short, and maybe not too dense, but that has like one really difficult part that can catch people out, because then that can drop their score by like 20,000-30,000. I think Snowdrive, it's gonna be like a consistency based map, so you're gonna be seeing, even if let's say Silicosis miss, his accuracy gonna be so good that like that one miss is still only dropped by like 3,000 points, 4,000 points at most. While Exile, I'm thinking it's gonna be less note counts. There's less note counts in. Oh, never mind. I am wrong, I guess. So we're gonna be going with Snowdrive.
Okay, so we are gonna see Rice 2. I
mean,
I don't know how to feel
either
about
way,
this.
it's okay. Either way, I mean, this is a banger song, so I wouldn't mind. So yeah, it's going to be
banger.
Absolute banger. 235 BPM jump stream stamina pick. Only 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but there's gonna be a lot of notes in here. So yeah, this is gonna be a sharpshooting accuracy between both these players. I think they are competent, capable enough to be able to FC this. It's all about the accuracy.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna wind down to who drops less 300s even. I think 200s won't be up on the table really. I feel like they're that consistent right now. But here we go. And already you can see these accuracies very, very neck and neck. Antony does drop a couple 300s early on, but the map just begun. Lots of these more uncomfortable trills and anchors still to come, which could be the deal breaker here if we're gonna talk like bad judgments.
Okay, I mean this is just a consistency test after all. Yeah, as you said, Silicosis though, I mean, what is he doing? He is definitely making a case on why he deserves to be in the Stacked Philippines MWC roster this year. Look at that accuracy. We're halfway through, and he's still holding 99.95 right now. 235 BPM jump stream stamina picks be damned because he's eating it for breakfast.
Yeah, Silicos is really setting a statement here. And Antony gonna find the first break of the map on that trill. Yeah, they do get more abundant as the map goes on, but still only 16,000 points in favor of Silicosis. But very dangerous territory as that lead just increases more and more. As they're still in the 99.9 range. Silicosis, you can't be doing this.
Yeah, I don't know what he's up to. I've always seen him as some sort of meme player. Like, you see him in YouTube comments, you see him in like famous people video. He's famous, but I kind of forgot that he's actually really, really good at this game as well.
I have seen, like, I've teamed up with Silicosis back in 2022 or 2023. I think 2023 for Speed of Light 3. And oh boy, this guy, insane player. Like, I knew he was absolutely stacked, but oh my
god damn, look at that. Ag 99.9, nearly 997k with a V1 double S 1 to, I think that's 1 to 13 ratio right there. Antony with a couple of misses, 99.4. Decent score, I would say, around 970k as usual for him for the past couple of picks so far, but damn, look at that score from Silicosis. Top seed and MWC player for a reason, right there.
Yeah, and Silicosis 2.7k points away from taking this match. It is not over yet. 97,000 points, while the score difference needed is 100,000. And Silicosis, the opportunity for their last pick here. And all that's left is Exile and LN.
Oh, it is going. He's going with Exile. He's going with Exile.
Honestly, if you're going because of the song, yes, this is a banger song.
You know, I don't mind in terms of songs as well. This is also a really good song, so I don't mind that. Only if
also,
this was a Jack
Conquest
pick.
in the background.
Conquest?
The mapper snuck Conquest in the background. The character from the animated show Invincible, guys.
What? I need to see the background. Okay, I haven't seen this version of the map before. That's interesting choice.
Just a little update while we wait for this pick. Lassie did beat Trooper by 62,000 point difference. They will take that match and will knock out Trooper from the tournament.
Wait, what? Lassie Noki's Vietnamese? What the heck? Okay, I really don't know the people from my own country anymore. Wow. Okay, wow.
See, look,
Whoa!
Everyone thinks it's
Crazy
Conquest.
background. Wow, that is really a conquest background.
Dude, I still remember when like the Invincible hype was going on. I binged it for an entire weekend. I have no life.
Do you need to like summarize this in 2 sentences so I understand? What's this about?
Guy gets superpowers.
Oh wait, it's the Pixar movie. Or
no.
Oh.
Guy's dad is superhero. Guy gets superpowers. Fights planet. Okay, anyway, back on to the topic at hand here.
Okay, back to it. Silicosis. Hello? Hello? Hello?
9.95. Oh, okay.
On like 314 BPM stream? Like, hello? Are you Mr. Invincible? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, these streams are also... Oh yeah, Antony 99.4 on their side. Keeping up fairly well, but these streams are very interesting because it's a lot more index-based than you think it is. Lots of these mini jacks also snuck in with these streams. Pretty trilly here and there. And honestly, there's not really much map outside of just stream, break. So it's very consistent with its patterning. And right now, Silicosis is still in that 99.9 range. And the map is closing out. There is not much room for error here, but we're gonna have to see something from Silicosis if Antony wants to stay alive in the winner's bracket. But as the map closes, Antony gonna find a break, and that's not gonna help. Silicosis gonna run away with the lead, and they will take this match. Okay, bro. Alrighty.
Okay, dude. Okay, that's kind of silly of you, Mr. Silicosis.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
And Silicosis
that's not right.
Is going to punch their ticket into the winners round of 16. It is not over yet for Antony. They still have that trip down the losers bracket, and for now though, Silicosis, congratulations once again. You have punched your ticket into the round of 16. Your opponent will either be Minato Aquafan69 or Robeats. Wow,
that's gonna be exciting. That's actually gonna be so exciting.
Yeah, very close seeding for that. While for Antony, they will be going up against Music Pad next week in the round of 16 losers bracket. But for now,
there's not much more to add, I'll be honest.
We have another match at 16 UTC, so in the upcoming hour, it's going to be Milk SSTTER. I will be here. I will not be here for that. You'll have 2 different commentators, and then Milk SSTR versus Survey at 16 UTC. You'll see some new faces for that, and we'll be back at 19 UTC. So for now,
thank you.
I've been Arasoni commentating alongside with Mashed Potato, and do you have anything else to close off this stream with?
Nope, other than thank you to Midway for the stream and Sagirin for the referee. And see you in a couple of minutes for the next match.
Yeah, we'll see you all in half an hour. Goodbye.